Proverbs chapter 5, verses 11 to 12. And at the end of your life you groan, when your flesh and body are consumed, and you say, "How I hated discipline, and my heart despised reproof." Our natural inclination is to equate freedom with the absence of restraint. We want to follow our impulses, indulge our desires, and live by our own rules. The undisciplined life feels liberating at first. No one to tell us no boundaries to limit us, no correction to humble us. But Proverbs 5:11 to 12 reminds us that this so-called freedom leads to groaning with regret around your past choices. The tragic end of the undisciplined life is not merely physical ruin, but the deep inner torment of wasted years. The body breaks down, opportunities vanish, relationships erode, and the soul is left echoing with regret. The groan of verse 11 is the sound of someone who traded short-term pleasure for long-term pain. This is the inevitable harvest of folly, the moral structure of God's world catching up with the sinner. The undisciplined life collapses under its own weight because it refuses the very wisdom that sustains life. To reject discipline is to reject reality as God designed it. On the other hand, the wise person sees discipline not as the enemy of joy, but the pathway to it. The undisciplined person seeks pleasure immediately, but the disciplined person seeks ultimate joy. Sin always begins with a promise of freedom and ends in slavery. Discipline feels like slavery, but leads to freedom. The tragedy of the undisciplined life is that it could have been avoided. The man in Proverbs 5 doesn't cry out because he didn't know better. He cries out because he did, and chose rebellion anyway. The wise learn early what the fool learns painfully. That discipline is not punishment, but protection. It guards us from the sorrow of regret and the decay of a life lived without discipline. Today's takeaway question is, what small freedoms today might become tomorrow's regrets if left unchecked? If you enjoyed today's daily proverb, please like and share this with a friend. Today's daily proverb is brought to you by Sabbath Space. Reduce your screen time by 81% by temporarily blocking apps and notifications. Spend less time scrolling and more time with God and real-life connections. Download Sabbath Space today on the iOS App Store.